Welcome back to another Shadowverse Worlds Beyond video. And today, I'm going to make my final video for the reveals of the upcoming set Heir of Omen. And the reason why is because we're gonna be shown every single card of the set tomorrow. So yeah, this is just gonna be like the last teaser, so to speak. And we actually have 9 cards. We have 2 cards on Forest, 2 cards on Dragon, and 4 cards, I think. Yeah, 4 cards, I think, on Portal. 9 cards total. I think it's 3 cards on Dragon. Could be wrong, but yeah. Let's start off with Forest with 2 cards. Okay. Cruel Heir to Unkilling. Funfair, give all enemy followers on the field 0, -0/-2. Ambush. One of each your turns, when an enemy follower is given minus defense on the field, restore 1 defense to your leader. Super Evolve, give your opponent a crest. Whenever an allied follower enters the field, -1/-1. Ooh, and it's a 4 mana, 1/3 legendary. Ambush, huh? Alright, this kind of reminds me of the card in Shadowverse 1 where every time a unit gets a minus stat, they would draw a card, but instead of draw, this is heal. Interesting. I like the card art too, by the way. Yeah, this is interesting because it gives like Forest a way to clear wide boards without Glade. Yeah. And this is okay, this is a hard counter to, you know what? Yo, chat! Does anybody know what sword combination this card counters? Very simple. Amelia Magus. Correct. There you have it. Yo, chat is smart. This card can clear Amelia Magus. So if you guys are wondering what's Amelia Magus, when Sword has 8 mana, they can play Amelia and Luminous Magus and then give 3 wards barrier, including Luminous Magus herself. So with this card, they can bypass that. They can actually bypass the barrier by, without even evolving. Yeah, with just the fanfare. So that's kind of insane. Another thing that's good with this is it gives Forest something that they've been lacking, like this set, and of course in the first set as well. It's the lack of healing. So both Sword and Forest are lacking healing, and Sword being loot now has more access to healing, and with this card with Forest, they also have access to healing as well. So a good card. Right. Is it gonna be on the Roach deck? I think so. This could be in Roach, and this could also be in Tempo. Yeah. Roach and Tempo is good, I think, but I guess this is kind of a slower card for Tempo, so we'll have to see. Yeah. Probably the Roach deck. Alright, next card. We have a lot of cards to cover today, so we don't wanna oh wait, I know this guy. Wait a second, I've seen this guy in Shadowverse 1. Izudia, Annihilation Manifest. Is a 8 play point, 6/6 legendary. Funfair, give an enemy follower -6 health. Evolve, put an Annihilating Onslaught in your hand. 8 mana though. Take a look, see? Annihilating Onslaught. 6 mana. Legendary Forest spell token. Activates in hand. At the end of your turn, reduce the cost of the spell by 1. Deal 6 damage to the enemy lever. If an allied Izudia is on the field, deal... What?! Oh my god! Very interesting. How do you protect them? Who says you have to protect them? What if? It's kind of slow though. Yeah, it's kind of slow though. You play 1 copy of him to get the card. You let this sit in your hand for a couple of turns, and then you do it. You just play a second one. Yeah, you can place him or bounce him, but that would mean you need this to be 2 mana. If you need, this is a way better win count than Rose Kid. Let me just like say that real quick. All right, let me just say this real quick. This is a 1 million better, 1 million times better win count than Rose Queen. Okay. Bounce him at turn 9, OTK him at turn 10. Nah, it's not gonna be OTK at turn 10. You need the cost to be 2 cost. So it's gonna be 4 turns. That's gonna be turn 14. But, here's the thing. Hey, here's the thing though. Like, there's some stuff that can manipulate your PP. For example, like Carbuncle, yeah, stuff like that. And I wouldn't be surprised if they added another card that supports this OTK. E. Still worse than Roach. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 6 damage is still respectable even without the OTK. But if you're using it at 6 mana, 6 damage, it's not that worth. I think this card is gonna get more support. And if they actually like... Yeah, this is Control Forest, by the way, if you guys are wondering. This is literally gonna be Control Forest. E. This is the Cock Decline buff. This is the Cock Decline of Rune. I mean, like, of Forest. Yeah. The only issue I have with this is literally just the fact that it's slow. Can Forest hold up the higher turns anyway? I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be a challenge. That's for sure. It's definitely gonna be a challenge. Like, this is basically a war. This is basically a ward. There is no way in hell somebody plays this and you don't like 100% kill it unless you have lethal, because this thing doesn't have a ward. So if you have lethal, he plays this, right? And you have a wide board. Hell no. You only get to play this when it's like a very slow board. It forces you to do something. Okay, here's the thing that Izudia is really good at. He forces you to do something. Yeah. If they don't have an answer for a 6/6, if you don't have an answer for a 6/6, they're definitely forced to evolve or use stuff on it. But yeah, I can't really say if this card is gonna be good and constructed until we get the supporting cards. We might get a card where we might get a flip card that reduces the cost of a card. So let's say you play this and then you flip it with whatever card that is that I'm assuming we will have, like, and then reduce the cost by 2 or something. Like, who knows, man? Like, anything, like a card that reduces the cost of either or would be very helpful to the OTK, but it can't be too fast. It can't be too fast. If this is a consistent turn 10 OTK, then it's gonna be worse than Rune. So yeah, interesting, but not concrete yet. Yeah, my rating for this card would probably be a question mark. Yeah, this is a question mark, but this card, right? Cruel. I would probably rate Cruel solid 7. Yeah, a solid 7. Just because it gives you like answers to boards that required more like more card commitment, and it also gives you healing. So basically what Forest lacks. Alright, so for Dragoncraft, we have 3 dragon cards. Is this? That's a dog. Ocean Rider. 3 Playpoint 1/1 Silver Dragoncraft follower. Funfair, summon a majestic Megalorca. If Overflow is active for you, summon 2. Wow. Damn. And whenever an allied marine follower enters the field, give it ward. Wait, hold up. That's pretty good. Yeah, because like all the Megalorcas have rush. Yeah. This is actually really good. We have more fish. So there's Merman, there's this card, and then there's Neptune. Ooh. It's a 3 mana 3/3, exactly. It's a 3 mana 3/3 in terms of stat, but only the 2/2 gets to have rush. Wow. And like, this turns into a merman at 7 mana. Huh. Everyone forgets about Otohime. I mean, everybody knows Otohime is a marine, but you won't use it in the deck, so we don't really like mention it too much. I like this card. Like, aggro hates this probably. It gives you a turn. It gives you a solution to that very awkward, oh no, I don't have any cards to play. Uh-oh, I am now about to get hit by the barrel of the enemy aggro abyss for the second time. What should I do? By the time Merman is alive, by the time Merman is on the field, I'm probably 10 HP or something. So this card is gonna be like the savior of that. I like it. It doesn't have an evolve effect too, so it's something that, you know, it's something that like creates a whiteboard, can heal for 2 if you have the Neptune Crest, and can also give you ward. So it's also a counter. The fact that if you play this versus Rune, let's say turn 9 you play this and then turn 10 Rune has a Kuwon 10, it can block the Kuwon. Yeah, even with an Onyo, it can literally block the Kuwon 10 because it's 2 wards. That's insane. I like this card. I'll give this card, if Merman for me was a 9 out of 10 and Neptune was like also a 9, this gets a solid 8. If Merman was a 9 and Neptune was a 9, this is a solid 8. Maybe a 7.5. Yeah, maybe a 7.5. Yeah. It's not really like super necessary, but it's 100% gonna make the dragon deck better. Okay, next up. Next dragon card. What is this? It looks like a spell. Thunder Rage, 3 playpoint bronze Dragoncraft spell. Deal 5 damage to all followers with the highest defense. If Overflow is active for you, deal 3 damage to all leaders with the highest defense. Both if tied. 5 damage to all followers with the highest defense. And if Overflow is active for you, deal 3 damage to all leaders with the highest defense. So you're telling me, if I went face early, I hit myself in the face with this? Aba, interesting. Yo guys, we can finally punish somebody for being higher HP than us. It's worse Divine Thunder? I mean, do you really need Divine Thunder when you have the Galmu and everything that comes along with it? You have like so many clear. The thing that's interesting for me with this card is the burn. The burn is very interesting because, yeah, I do think it being a 3 mana card and you have to like manage your health like that to have like ping on the face. It's weird. Yeah. So, you might be asking, yo, why does it have deal 5 damage to all followers with the highest defense? It's basically to kill any clones. Alright, so let me give you an example. Remember that Abyss card that summons 4/4? Remember Valneric? Right? Remember Valneric? They can clone themselves, remember? If they're the highest defense, then this card suddenly clears them all. I don't want to remember. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, it's definitely better than what it looks. Because believe it or not, a lot of cards either clone themselves or have the same HP. Let me give you an example. Heavencraft. Have you noticed something? Every single card is 4 HP, correct? Even the jaw has 4 HP. Like 4 HP like condition to them, correct? If you've noticed, Abyss copies itself. The 5/5, the 4/4/5 play point card copies itself. Valneric copies itself, and you can also clear like any board that will have, I don't know, like a bunch of 2/2s or something. Yeah, you can also use it for that. If the highest defense is 2/2s, then yeah. So it definitely has some weird conditions on it, and it's targeting very specific cards. We'll have to see like how much those cards are played for this to be good. If a lot of those cards are played, in Constructed, this card might be a really good tech card. If not, then this card is kinda niche and lame. So yeah, there's probably some like synergy that there's probably a lot of cardlands that we don't know about at the moment, but we're probably gonna like this is a card that probably will find its way into people's decks midway into the season. You probably won't see this a lot at early first week, but once players realize that okay, this is the card lines that people are playing, this card will suddenly enter the fray, I think. That's just what I think though. Alright, rating this card probably a 5 out of 10. Kinda average kinda average for like its nicheness, but I like it. Yeah. Next up we have, oh, what is this? Affirmer of Disdain. He's a 2 play point, bronze, 2/2. When this follower takes damage but isn't destroyed on your turn, draw a Dragoncraft follower. Interesting. Remember, guys, remember that card that we were talking about? You guys were like, oh, you need a follower to use the 1 mana spell on. Now we have that. And you're like, okay, sir, like that's like two cards, dude. 2 specific cards working with each other in the early game, right? It's shit in the other parts of the game, or like if you don't draw like XYZ. Like what you call this? It has a weird condition though, but isn't destroyed on your turn. Yeah, in Shadowverse 1 they didn't have this. They didn't have that. So it's only on your turn. If you go first, it's good. I guess so. Dragoncraft follower. Another like good thing about this is like it doesn't draw. It's kind of like sword. You know how like sword draws swordcraft followers specifically, or like rose like draws like specific cards like 3 costed cards and below, stuff like that. Like 2 costed cards below. It kind of has that condition too. So you're guaranteed the Dragoncraft follower, which could like save you in a lot of situations that you might be breaking. Yeah. Do I think people will run this by default? Actually, I don't know. It's not a bad drawing to mid game though. Yeah, because when you think about it, you can play this. You can play this card in the mid game. You can evolve it and then hit it a bunch of times and get like infinite draw, right? I don't think this card is like good, right? I do think this card is good. Has a lot of potential for a lot of value in all stages of the game. You can only hit it once. You can hit it multiple times if you evolve him. If you evolve him or you give him like any like HP buffs and you hit it a couple of times, you can actually gain infinite draw with this. So far, like the fish are probably gonna be like the one carrying the early game still for me. Let's see, man. Hopefully they see play. They sees play, I mean. Is Egg Portal actually gonna be strong enough to survive the next set? Let's see. With the first card we have Wasteland of Destruction. 2 play points, Silver Portalcraft Amulet. Funfair. Select an allied card on the field and destroy it. If it's an allied card, oh, if an allied card was selected, draw 2 cards. Last word, draw card. What? 2 mana, draw 3? Last word, draw a card. Okay, hear me out, guys. This is meant for the egg. And you're like, okay, what do you mean, Nero? What do you mean? Because this is something you have to destroy. Similar to the eggs. It destroys itself? No, it doesn't. It doesn't destroy itself. Select an allied card on the field and destroy it. If an allied card was selected, draw 2 cards. It doesn't have an engage. Since it doesn't have an engage, you have to destroy it yourself. And there is a lot of cards that support this probably. So that's not too bad, but I think like I said, it leans towards the egg portal. It doesn't destroy itself. Board lock yourself, Pog. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the point of egg, Lishenna. You board lock yourself because the egg. Speaking of egg, devastating soprano. Okay, here's the thing. One of the main issues of like the egg Lishenna deck is the fact that it doesn't have other ways of summoning the eggs outside of evolving Lishenna. And I think this would be it. Devastating Soprano, 2 play point gold spell card. Select an allied card on the field and destroy it. And then summon a white egg. I mean, like, you guys know what the egg does now, alright? Egg, restore 1 to your leader, countdown 1, and then after it dies, it summons a black egg. The black egg and the white egg. Living harmoniously together. Okay. This is like a better summon than Lishenna. It doesn't need an evil point. Now here's the thing. Lishenna needs an evil point. This spell doesn't. And it's only 2 mana. So you have at max 6 egg generators at the moment. You have 6 egg generators at the moment. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I see promise. I feel like they somehow saved the entire deck archetype in 1 card from being unplayable to somewhat playable. Alright? Let me just make this clear. I'm not saying like Egg Portal is suddenly meta. I just wanna make it clear that Egg Portal will be somewhat playable compared to what we were revealed the other time. Okay? So like I said, do not craft the Portal Egg deck until you're 100% sure. Let the whales cook. Alright, let's take a look at another card. Is this another egg support? It is Affirmer of Destruction. A 4 mana 4/4. Wow, decent stats. Fanfare. Gain X plus X. X is the number of allied cards. 1 sec. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm not blocking anything. There we go. X is the number of allied cards on the field. Destroy all other allied cards on the field. And it's a ward. Ooh! Ooh, okay. So, we have multiple egg cracks now. Now, this is ward. The 6 mana card is an egg crack and it destroys the enemy field. This one is an egg crack and it gains stats. 4 mana play, this is not bad. Okay, realistically, guys, you have at least 1 egg, probably. 1 egg max. 1 to 2 eggs. Maybe you play Lishenna. You coin Lishenna turn 4? Maybe? Oh, no. No, it's an evolve. No. Yeah, no. 2 eggs for sure. Okay, let's say you play this with 2 eggs. This turns into a 6/6 with ward. And then it also cracks the eggs. It looks like a turn 5 to 6 play. Don't you think so? Appreciate like Cygames are actually trying to make this work. It's Giga Fighter with ward. Yeah, this looks better than the legendary card, which is kind of funny. 2x is way too optimistic. Yeah, that's if you get the Lishenna Evolved and the Soprano, correct? So yeah, we'll have to see. Okay, and a +1 to the egg, the egg craft. I like it. And then finally, we have another Portalcraft card. This is gonna be the last card that we'll be showing today. And it's called String Assault. 4 play point. Bronze Portalcraft spell. Destroy an enemy follower. Add 2 copies of Puppet to your hand. That is a bullet. They actually gave Puppet Portal a bullet. They actually gave Portal this. You know, chat, there was a time when I was seriously considering putting Bullet in the Puppet deck just because I kind of wanted this. I'd give this a solid 7. Yeah. Would Puppet play it? Yes, of course. Why not? It's a card that doesn't require an evolve, and it also makes Noah stronger. Why not? It's really good. No cap. You gotta understand, like, this card can be played on tempo. This card can also be played like on the late game. Yeah, it gives you an answer for Urius outside of Odin. Like turn 4, like you gotta understand, turn 4 is empty for Puppet. Alright, let's take a look at Puppet real quick then. Okay. Take a look at Puppet real quick. Turn 4 card. Yeah, what's a turn 4 card for Puppet? Look, see? Rokina and Bullet. Yeah, and then the other one is Fighter. one of the main reasons why
Hey,
Portal Puppet, one of the main reasons why Portal runs like fighter, like Puppet Portal runs fighter, is because they don't have a turn 4 play. So, with that said, that's a +1. Yes, sir. That's a +1. If you guys like want to comment about the cards, let me know what you think on the comments down below. And if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. I'ma see you for like the release of every single card of Heir of Omen tomorrow on stream. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Bye bye.